Start the recording for this match, and let's get this started. Alright, now to explain each ship. Alright, so this ship is called Texas Gold by Drills. This ship is a Terran ship with a lot of forward thrust and a lot of missiles. This thing is gonna... I think we've seen this ship before in like one of... what was it, the October Fight League, I think, but that was with like a different mod or etc. But this ship likes to go fast, and it likes to shoot missiles, and it likes to go fast and shoot missiles. Anyway, so that's God, I need to remember these names better. It's Texas Gold by Drills. All right, on the red lines we have Joy Succumbs to the Meta by Joyous18. So this ship is a farmer kiter. It has a ring of unobtainium around the entire ship. It has the high splash farmer missiles. I think they're called the HM1s, and it also has the incredible farmer point defense lasers. But yeah, so of course it's also farmer, and farmer has definitely not done the best in the past, but we'll see how it does. It's pretty fast for a farmer, that's for sure. Anyway, yeah, that was Joy Succumbs to the Meta by Joyous18. And over here we have... God, which one was this? Is this Rocket Laser? No, this is Rocket Laser. Okay. Rocket Laser by Imperiex. This ship has a lot of rockets, and presumably they act like a laser. And also has these interesting thrust ring arrangement things. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. What is it? It's called Rocket Laser by Imperiex. Alright. Over here on the blue alliance we have... what's it called? Yeah, Terran Artillery by XDRRT. This ship has a large torpedo array in the front of the ship. It has a lot of missiles, and it can also move relatively quickly. But other than that, oh, it also has like the burst laser point defense lasers. But other than that, that's I need to remember these names better. It's Terran Artillery by XDRRT. All right, on the blue lines we have Laser Rocket by Imperiex. So this ship is a Sentinel, I don't even know what to call it. You have those weird thrust rings again, and you have a whole bunch of, hyperstacked Gauss beams. So hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Gauss beams. And of course, Sentinel Space Dumber and Armor Spikes. So yeah, that should be fun to see it pop kiters. Anyway, so that's the match. So let's begin qualification match number 1. Big waves of missiles coming off Texas Gold, but Sentinel armor is strong. Ooh, big! The Gauss beams is discharged and destroyed, cut off like a huge portion of Joy Succumbs to the Meta. The rocket laser is using rockets as a laser. Looks like Laser Rocket was destroyed. It does not earn its extra ranking point for surviving the match. Wait that. And that was the other member of the Blue Alliance, Terran Artillery. Don't really see how the Blue Alliance is going to pull out of this one. Yeah. Looks like the Red Alliance wins by destroying the enemy alliance. And no ships in the Red Alliance have managed to die, so that's pretty cool. And alright, let's take a look at the match schedule. So on, you can see this, right? Okay, just making sure you can see that. We've got qualification match number 1 is complete. All 3 members of the Red Alliance have survived, which means they get, and they also destroy the enemy alliance, so that means they get bold and italic. But you guys, sadly, were all destroyed. So you can strike through. Alright, so that's qualification match number 1. Let's take a look at the ship ranks and see if they've actually updated. They have updated, but I need to sort it. Alright, so of course, this is just the first qualification match. It's going to change quite a lot. There's like, what, 26 more matches left, so yeah. that's qualification match number 1, and there's our ranks. So let's assemble qualification match number 2. So on the Red Alliance, we've got on the Red Alliance, we've got and we've got I think it was the Gauss beams. They just cut like a big portion of your ship off, Joyous. The power of laser rocket, I guess. It was, yeah, okay, Dark Star, and we've got Chroma Delta, and we've got Wyvern for the Blue Alliance. Wait, I've made sure that these are correct. These are correct. The Blue Alliance contains well-known ships such as Dark Star, Chroma Delta. Chroma Delta, where's Chroma Delta? You're in here, aren't you? And Wyvern. Alright, that's qualification match number 2. Assembled and ready to fight, right? That's qualification match number 2. Just gotta make sure. Yep, yeah, we're all good. So, let's begin qualification match number 2. We haven't seen any of these guys yet, so on the Red Alliance, we have the Ziggurat by Drills. This is Drills' staple battleship, and I think everyone's seen it in some sort of form or another. But this ship has no reverse thrust, which is interesting. And right, it has some large torpedo arrays, some plasma cannons, and various other weapons that are proven and guaranteed to kind of work pretty well. So this should be pretty fun to watch. And of course, it's done well in the past. We all kind of know what the Ziggurat looks like. And over here we have Goliath by Mons. This ship it's wedge-shaped. It's part of the Insectica Exterminatus fleet that was submitted to a LAPS tournament at some point. One of the capital tournaments, I think. But anyway, it's got blast pulsar point defense. It has a lot of missiles and a lot of torpedoes. So, well, not like a lot, but a lot of torpedoes. And it also has a lot of armor. So this ship should be very difficult to kill and should do sizable amounts of damage. So yeah, so that's Goliath by Mons. And over here on the Red Alliance, which is appropriate, we have yeah, it's called, this one was submitted more recently than the other ones, Discrepancy by Duke Slayer. So this is a red ship. You can kind of see the iridescence there. It's really big. It's really large, but Tempests are some of the most powerful weapons in the game, and of course, with all that armor, it's actually going to be relatively difficult to get through it, just because of its sheer size. One more thing, Duke, I kind of had to change the arrangement of the lasers because they corrupted, and that's kind of illegal in this tournament. So yeah, I changed them slightly. Hopefully I didn't change the ship too much. The ship still costs the same amount, so yeah. That's what's it called? Discrepancy by Duke Slayer. And on the Blue Alliance, we have another ship by Duke Slayer called the Dark Star something. I only put Dark Star as his name in the spreadsheet. DSF Dark Star Dreadnought, something like that. Anyway, so this ship is a relatively large crystalline ship. It's got a line of plasma condensers right here. Plasma condensers are like my favorite weapon in the game. They do so much damage and are so dangerous. A unique thing about this ship, he stacked his armor in a cool way, I think, which is going to prevent direct damage to his ship. I mean, splash damage won't really care, but direct damage is not going to be able to penetrate it as easily. It's got a whole bunch of missiles, and you can't really see the generators as well, but there's generators in there as well. I also kind of had to change this little core just because it corrupted a little bit. I put a couple of blocks so a couple ports wouldn't overlap, and then the ship is now legal. It still costs the same and everything, so it's good. Yeah. And so that's the Dark Star by Duke Slayer. And over here we have Chroma Delta by Lapse. This is a B ship. For one thing, I really like how it looks. It looks really cool. It's got some quantum doom beams, but these are bound to point defense, which is interesting. So they won't actually take part in like weapon calculation. The ship won't like try to rush ships with those quantum doom beams. It's got a lot of the B drones, which are really nice drones, and it's got a burst shield. I actually have never used a burst shield, so I don't really know if they work or not, but they likely do. So yeah, there we go. That's Chroma Delta by Lapse. And over here we have Wyvern, another B ship by Joyous 18. This ship is, and the impulse thrusters are pink, which is very funny. This thing's got a line of shard launchers in there, and it's got a bunch of quantum doom beams up here in front, and also has a huge arrays of anchor drones, so that's kind of fun. I also kind of like how the wings look kind of fun, I think. And yeah, so that's Wyvern by Joyous 18. And let's begin qualification match number 2. The Tempests cut through the armor like butter. The plasma condensers cut through the Terran armor like butter. Ooh. Ah. Alright, so that's Goliath. Goliath's down. Will Wyvern get out of this? Not sure it will. It's got a lot of anchor drones on that chip, though. This is very funny. The condensers aren't long enough range to actually destroy the ship. The ship's just simply too large. But Wyvern managed to escape with his life. Don't know how it's going to do that after this, though. Something over here is happening. Whoa. All of the missiles have hit the ship and have just carved a huge cone shape in it. Oh, Wyvern has contacted the other ship, well, Dark Star by Duke Slayer, and caused some disruption. Pretty nice. Anyway, so that's red ships doing what red ships do, dying relatively dying, but that ship survived for a relatively long time as well. Yeah, so this discrepancy is down. Alright, looks like the blue alliance wins by destroying the opponent's alliance. And hey, wait a second. I messed up, didn't I? No, I didn't mess up. Okay, good. I thought I didn't put Chroma Delta in, but yeah, there it is. Okay. Alright, so that means the blue alliance has destroyed the red alliance. Let's take a look at the match schedule. Hopefully you can see that. And yeah, I'm gonna underline these things, and all 3 of you get 4 ranking points. Isn't that nice? Update the sheet, save the sheet, and now let's take a look at our ship ranks and see what has changed. So nothing significant should have changed. Nothing really significant actually happened. But a few more ships have gotten, are taking a while to update. Sorry, 1 second. Come on, please update. All 3 of you guys, like, I gave you, yeah, that's right. It's fine. There you go. There you go. Isn't that better? I also never actually just accidentally crossed you out. That's cool. They call me the Excel God. Nice. Anyway, so that's better. So all the ships sorted. All right, there are our ranks currently. we've got our top 4 contains Texas Gold, Joyce Against the Mater, Rocket Laser, and Wyvern, but they're basically all tied with all of these ships. So yeah, there we go. That's right. See, people even agree with me. I am the Excel god. All right. So now let's queue up qualification match number 4. Nope, number 3. Meladasso Palventa. Pronunciation with debris. T8000. All right, that's the red lines. On the blue lines, we've got Tinkeril Support. We've got Arctic Wind. And we've got Joyce comes to the meet again. All right, cool. So that's qualification match number 3, ready for action. Let's begin. I didn't announce these ships yet. Anyway, okay, we've got some new competitors here. So this ship right here is T8000 by Anthony. Anthony Does Things. So this ship is a Terran kiter with a lot of thrust. This thing's really fast. It's got some torpedoes, some missiles, some lasers, and some drones. So this thing will stay out of range, and also some antimatter cannons, all long-range weapons. So this thing will stay out of range and deal sizable amounts of damage to ships that can't really combat kiters. So yeah, that's T8000 by Anthony. And yeah, we've seen you. And this is another ship. This is what's it called? Melrassel Palventa by Laps. That's what it is. This ship is it behaves like a Terran kiter. It's got a lot of missiles. It's got some torpedoes and other various long-range weapons. And it will stay out of range for most things. And of course, Terran missiles do relatively large amounts of damage, so it'll be pretty dangerous. And as long as it can stay out of range, of course. And yeah, so that's Melrassel Palventa by Laps. All right, so that's the red lines. Onto the blue lines. We've got we've seen you. Tinkeril Support by Extirp. This ship is a relatively non-standard Tinkeril ship. It's got the 36 generator limit, but it has only 4 velocity amplifiers and only 9 damage amplifiers, which means the main weapon won't do like exceedingly large amounts of damage, and will also not have exceedingly large amounts of recoil, which could be a pro or con, but I'm not sure. It's also got a lot of rocket drones. I don't really know. I haven't really tried rocket drones that much, but if they work, really cool. And of course, yeah, more drones over here, and a bunch of the Tinkeril point defense lasers. So yeah, so that's Tinkeril Support by Exter. All right, we've got Arctic Wind, another red ship by Skill. This ship, right, it's very long, so I think that might screw with the AI of enemy ships a little bit, but it's got a lot of Tempests. A lot of Tempests. I think this is more Tempest than the Duke had in his ship. But if those things get close to any sort of ship, then that thing's gonna die. But then again, if this thing gets close to any sort of ship, then it's gonna die because it's red. So I also like how it looks. It looks really cool. So that's Arctic Wind by what's it called? Yeah, by Skill. And of course, this ship was actually colored blue, but it's a member of the Blue Alliance, so it's Red Alliance. In the Red Alliance, it will actually be red, but yeah, it's blue now. Anyway, over here, yeah, we've seen you. All right, let's get ready for qualification match number 3. Big waves of missiles coming out both of our Terran kiters. Ooh. Cutting off the front section of Exter. Arctic Wind slowly lumbers along. And the missiles just cut right through it. That's the power of red armor, which is rather minimal. Oh, and that was a Tinkeril Support by Exter, destroyed by Anthony. Will Joyous manage to survive the match? Or win? Let's find out, because those Farmer missiles are remarkably dangerous. One time in an NMSS tournament, a farmer kiter fleet destroyed my Sentinel submission, and it was the greatest thing in the world. Uh-oh, its front section's cut off. Unobtainium's great, except Unobtainium likes to die to splash weapons, and that too. And those are some torpedoes from... I think you did that. Anyway, the Red Alliance takes the match. We've got... I think they won by destroying the enemy alliance again. Yeah. And on the Blue Alliance, sadly, all 3 of you have been destroyed. And hopefully you update correctly. Alright, it's all updated. So now we actually have some unique extra ranking scores, and it's going to get a lot more interesting as time goes on. It's all about the alliance composition. Alright, so Chroma Delta is currently in the lead. Yeah, currently in the lead, with having played 2 matches and winning them both by destroying the enemy alliance. And yeah, but our top 4 consists of Chroma Delta, Texas Gold, Rocket Laser, and Wyvern. But of course, all these ships are tied for first because they have an equal ranking score. Well, this ship is actually ahead because it has two more extra matches played. But yeah, that was qualification match. Let me save the thing. Please work. Okay, good. Qualification match number 3. Let me drink some water real quick. Very nice. Water. Oh, I haven't been recording individual matches. That sucks. I'll have to do that. I'll start doing that. Okay, anyway. That was... yeah, that was qualification match number 3. And now let's queue up number 4. So I'm going to...